I'd rather help you in the beginning than have to send you that nasty letter later on. I'd rather help you get through it. And even then, after you've got something that's wrong, I'm really easy to work with to get it done and get it fixed for it.
One thing I would like to say is, did you have a question first, Mark?
Go ahead, I'll ask it.
I would also like to say, since I've been on the board, and these two, it started a little bit before that, and we've added on to the meeting with different organizations throughout the county. We meet with the city quarterly, we meet with the hospital board. Is that quarterly? I think that's quarterly too. We missed the last one, though, now I think about that. So it's not quite quarterly. But to get their ideas, I mean, we're kind of all working together, what the needs are of the community, because they have a different pulse than we do. It's been a pleasure working for Bob Agler as a city commissioner when we see him go. I see Rob Gilligan back there. It'd be a pleasure to start working with you now. The transition will take place, and I think we'll all move forward pretty easy. Thank you, Rob. And Sam has done a great job. He's been, one other thing new, he got new glasses. But he's done a phenomenal job. We saddle him pretty heavy at times on different things we ask him to do, and he's come through very good. So you've got a super employee working for you here. Thank you. As Dan, don't want to cut you that.
I have to agree. I found myself going to 2 meetings on the same day, and Sam volunteered to take over one meeting. So yeah, Sam's been a good leadership. And he's got the one in Western Kansas, which is even better.
Luckily, we give Dan a lot of static, but he holds the purse strings on the money in the county, and he can be very hard to deal with if he wants some money. So and that's good for all of us. We appreciate it.
I have a question about the transfer station and the recycling and all. I'm on the Natural Resources Advisory Board, and I know we work with Chase County. They have representatives on the board, and there's an agreement between the city and the county, and Chase County they all work together on that. Are there any other areas in the county where there's that kind of close work? Besides
Collaboration type of work?
collaboration, working together, and I know there's funding that comes in from Chase County.
Yeah, it's hard to, I'll let one of you guys understand. There's a lot of collaboration through the county, especially with the city. We share resources. I think probably one of the evidence is what Raleigh was talking about, the ambulance contract. It's a good shared service. It provides, I think, an economic service. Law enforcement share a lot of stuff back and forth. That helps. The fire districts work together.
BBC with the hospital.
Yep. That helps. I'm probably missing some
Mental health center, health department, hospital, quarter.
So yeah, there's a lot of, and I think that's just becoming more transparent. I think as long as you know the other person's needs and how can we share that.
What about with Chase County? I know you work in that area.
They use our hazardous fossil waste.
That's right. Well, I work with them. I'm on
They
that
still
board.
buy chemicals through noxious weeds, I believe, for Chase County because they don't have a noxious weed department. Being a smaller county, and that's maybe what they talked about earlier with the small. There are counties in Western Kansas that have 500 people in the whole county, and yet by statute they're required to offer certain services that they have to. So it becomes extremely difficult with a large county with a very small population to offer the services. So there are some consolidation, and some of the counties around this. Greenwood has been up a couple of times talking with LCAT about trying to get more transportation in their county. So there's a lot of cooperation. KAC is an organization of all the counties joined together, and whatever you have to talk about, that's one of the culture because they're very good at showing you how things should be. It's complicated sometimes.
certain things you would like to see improved or changed or whatever?
Well, I think, you know, as Ronnie pointed, there's an example of a long-range plan. You got 5 phases, is that correct? Certain stuff like that, and as we all know, kind of with the jail over here, we've got a huge expense coming because we've been, lost the word there. It's going to be work, and I think it's $5 million probably. So we have to plan long term for that. It's really hard to at this time. It's hard to have goals. We have a 5-year plan on roads and bridges and stuff like this. But with the funding, the economy, you know, we can have plans out there. Are they feasible? Probably most of them aren't right now until we see a change.
But it's hard to, if you wait for all the resources to show up and you don't have a plan, then they tend to go elsewhere fairly quickly. So that's what I'd like to see is at some point is if there's a plan for the, and it doesn't have to be countywide, but there are particular areas, whether it's road and bridge or if it's the fairgrounds or something that people could see that this is kind of where we're aiming for.
We do have something, and we do on that. I mean, we know that road and bridge, you know, we always plan out, you know, how many graders you're going to need in the future, how we're going to fund these trucks, sitting at the sheriff's department, and cars and stuff like that. And I'm sure I'm missing something.
Our budget's 3 years into the future. We used to run our police cars until they basically fell apart because Ivan Troll and Rich Rolls, we are now on a policy where we try and move the vehicles at 70,000 miles. That gets away from all the maintenance work on them, and it also gives us more on the resale. So our average costs have been going down. So we've tried, sometimes we're so busy killing alligators that it's very difficult to figure out where the swamp is. But like I said, we do budget 3 years in the future. We've been lucky insofar as that we have a 12-year capital outlay fund that keeps the reserves in the county. The capital outlay is not bought by individual departments. It is bought through the commission for all departments. And that reserve has allowed us to occasionally things that came up like the extension building and things like that. We've been able to act because we did have some reserves. Some of those reserves are getting a little bit low. That's Brother Friday because that's our cushion. That's our way that we can react to current circumstances. What we keep finding out is at the end of each year, we normally republish our budget in December because we found extra money and extra expenses that we had no idea. You do your budget 18 years in the future. 18 months is a long, I mean, they said 18 months in the future. 18 months is a long, long time. And if we had to wait until we had all the resources needed, then we would have lost a lot of chances, like the Northern Water District and the FEMA grant, the CDP job block grant for DOE. So we've been able to have that reserve, and that's really helped the county and helped the taxpayers. It's kind of like waiting for the bargain sales Thursday or after Thanksgiving or something like that.
That's one thing about county government. It's not very glamorous, you know, for our statutory requirements or basic services, collecting money as Dan always says. But as Teresa said in her opening statement, the site can be for transportation, so there is vision out there.
Yeah, and then I guess those are the kind of things I'm kind of thinking of. And maybe, and I don't know how to better get the word out on some of those, and maybe it is, and I just haven't been reading the right stuff, but those kind of things are what you're focused on in the future, whether it's, you know, expanding LCAT or...
And to be real honest, I mean, it's, most of that direction is going to have to come from what the people want. I mean, if somebody has something out there they'd like to see on the radar, you know, they're out there for discussion.
Meetings like this and the budget meetings are invaluable just to know what's going on, what the public is like. I think a year ago, Mr. Prosper brought up some of our web pages, and I'm sure the parcel search information is much more to his liking now. And that was, you know, we tried to do what we were about to do.
June, did I see your hand? Or
It did. I am right behind you. I'm behind you all the way. Way behind you. Are we still renting jail space to other counties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is that paying off
Yes,
for
ma'am.
us?
We just signed a contract last week or week before with Wyandotte, which is the municipal, unified government of Wyandotte, which will greatly increase our shortfall in the jail budget because we have, you you know, there's certain expenses out there, and some of them may be confidential. Hope not all of this, because I'm going to say it anyway, but we have, on the prisoner care, it's an astronomical figure. We've had one individual that has been on dialysis and was retried. He's been here, and it's cost well over $100,000, probably $50,000, $60,000 now on this one individual.
The budget was $90,000 for the
Yeah.
whole year.
And it's just amazing, and then there's more than one there, so it's but yeah, the Wyandotte contract would be very good.
And in respect to the prisoner he's talking about and others, the sheriff has just recently adopted a new health plan that hopefully will help expedite that and help with those expenses as well. So I'm just so impressed with the department heads and people here that are always looking for ways to save money. When we had one of our recycling trailers that was down, we were looking at having to purchase one for $14,000, and the crew out Road and Bridge said they thought they could do one for a fraction of that. And I think the total was about $6, I think. So we saved at least half. And those recycling trailers are used a lot in the neighboring communities. So they're always out there trying to find ways to bring to us to save money. And it's, you know, we appreciate it, but we know that you especially should.
Susan?
I was wondering what the status is of our drainage issue southeast of town. I know there was a drainage ditch plugged by BNSF, and you know we've had construction, and we still have at least 16 acres that are completely untillable, so we're losing money. I was wondering what's going on with
I
that.
think if you drive out there, you'll see the plug still in the ditch. Dealing with the railroad is kind of like trying to push a rope. Very little response.
Can
The
we
fight
send
seems to
some
be
of them?
now over the right of way.
Can we send June to go talk to them?
If you can find a person, an actual live person to talk to, that'd be super. But
We may have to
right
go
now,
up to Omaha.
it's a right-of-way issue. Where the ditch is plugged, we don't exactly know if it's a railroad right-of-way or the county right-of-way, and but there is.
I got a solution. Let's send some of those Wyandotte prisoners out there to unplug that, and then we can charge Wyandotte for trespassing. I'm gonna
You
go.
know, we could have the one prisoner that's cost us all the money escape at that time too.
No, but she's leaving now.
Yeah, I will come to church.
But that item was brought up yesterday during the council votes, what we're visiting a little bit. We're going to pursue that again starting next week because it has went dormant. I do understand we have a new board member who is the Metropolitan Planning. It might be.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Anything else?